Going to demonstrate a staggered stance Romanian deadlift. This is a great option to work individual legs. We have our single leg Romanian deadlift, but sometimes that does pose a problem for people if the balance isn't quite there. So this is a way we can get 2 dumbbells in our hands and work the individual legs without fighting that balance. So we're going to have all of the same form cues as a traditional Romanian deadlift. You'll want to make sure that we are bending forward at the hips. The hamstrings are the primary muscle group that are working, so we're loading those hamstrings. We're going to make sure that when we complete the movement and we bend forward, that there's a slight bend in the knee. We don't want those knees to be locked out, but we also don't want to be bending and squatting for this movement. It is, again, a hip hinge. So it's almost as if we're sending those glutes back towards the back wall, keeping the knees in a soft bent position. So weights will be by my side. I'm going to demonstrate this with weights in each hand. The back leg is the non-working leg. That leg is just going to be propped up on the toe. So think of it as a light toe touch, really just there for balance. The front leg is the working leg, so we keep that foot planted on the ground. We keep that soft bend in the knee, and we keep the weights close to the body as we're going to bend forward and then stand back up, really pressing into the ground and squeezing that glute at the top. So the weights in each hand, front leg, working leg, back leg there for support and balance, just in a kickstand position. And then we're going to drop down. You'll notice my back stays nice and flat. I'm not reaching for the ground with my arms. I'm letting the bend in my hips cause the movement towards the ground, right? So my lats are engaged, my back is flat. I'm going to give you a couple of reps of what it looks like when we lose that engagement in the back. What ends up happening is our shoulders are going to roll forward, and we are now trying to touch the ground with the weights, which is not the point. Okay, we've also probably put a little bit of that pressure into our lower back, so we want to tighten the core, pull the ribs in, belly button stays in and tucked, and we come forward with those lats engaged. I got a nice flat back, but you can see those weights aren't as close to the ground. That's not the point. The point is to bend at the hips, load up the back of the leg, drive through the ground with the foot, squeezing up the back of the leg into the glutes for those reps.